Hello and welcome back to your Friday Scarlet Scoop. I'm Jenna Linasars, here to bring you the news on everything Ohio State. Let's get right into today's top stories. Kayla Harrison made history in 2012 when she became the first American to ever win an Olympic gold medal in judo. She then went on to have a repeat performance this summer in Rio de Janeiro. But a lot of Harrison's success has come from her struggles. When she was a teenager, her coach at the time was sexually abusing her. It caused her to become broken and even at times suicidal. She says she wouldn't have made it through those times without the compassion of those around her. I was able to talk with Harrison during her visit to campus last night and hear how she derives strength from the darkness.
When something like that happens, the best thing that a survivor or a victim who's trying to become a survivor can do is just surround themselves with great people. And my family has always been extremely supportive, and my new coaches and my new mentors and my teammates like Rhonda and some of the other kids were so supportive of me during that time. When there were, on days when I wanted to quit, they wouldn't allow it to happen. And they believed in me before I ever believed in myself, and that gave me the courage to not just survive, but to thrive. But I truly believe everything happens for a reason. I believe that I have this story for a reason, and I've been given this platform of being Olympic champion for a reason, so that I can go out and make a difference in the world and try and change the world, or at least my small piece of it.
Since this time in her life, Harrison has become an advocate for victims of abuse. She has also started the Fearless Foundation, which supports children and women of abuse. Harrison says she has big plans for the foundation in the future. Kenneth Alexander may look familiar to you. Maybe you've read some of his work. He writes and sells the newspaper Street Speech here in Columbus, along with many others. The paper is filled with articles written by local homeless trying to make a difference in the community they live in. Lantern TV reporter Maggie Heim has more.
It's a hand up, not a handout for the man spreading hope on the sidewalks of Short North this afternoon. Kenneth Alexander serves as a vendor and writer for Street Speech, a newspaper published by the Columbus Coalition for the Homeless. The organization works to educate the Central Ohio community on homelessness by filling the paper with articles written by those experiencing poverty firsthand.
This gives me the power to be humble and to be educated to help somebody that might be frustrated and might need help.
Fellow vendor Joseph Ramirez is a familiar face to Ohio State students, selling Street Speech every day outside of Starbucks on 14th and High Street. He and his fellow vendors purchase copies of the paper every morning for 35 cents before selling them to the community for a small donation. Each issue of Street Speech is written and published right inside the doors of this downtown First Evangelical Lutheran Church, and they make it super easy for the public to donate. Visit today at www.columbushomeless.org to make a difference.
I know it still may be a sore subject for some people here on campus, but after Penn State's upset of Ohio State's football team last weekend, Nittany Lion fans went wild. So wild, in fact, that they caused an estimated $18,000 in damage to the streetscape. Now, one Penn State student is trying to right the wrong. Chris Landolfi is an education major and has started a GoFundMe account to raise money to repair damage caused by fans that night. At last count, he's raised $1,728 in 3 days. On the page, Landolfi says, "As Penn State now is a nationally ranked team, more and more eyes are looking on our university. Let's show everyone that while Penn State knows how to have a good time, we're still respectful of the town we live in." Brady Harris is back again with us this week to share your weekend weather, including the Buckeye game day forecast. Brady?
Thanks, Jenna. Well, the weather outside, it's a bit cool right now, 46 degrees, partly cloudy skies. We've got a couple of high clouds in the area, but really no rain to talk about in all of Ohio, and really nothing off to the west as well, so that's not going to be a story today. And then we have a little bit of high clouds that started off. Those have since cleared out. It's going to be a gorgeous day, mostly sunny skies for the day today. Your high is going to push up to 61 degrees, typical autumn day. Winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour, so really nothing concerning on that front. Then our low tonight's going to be not as cool as we were last night, 51 degrees, clear skies, seasonal and mild. But then look at this, by the time we hit tomorrow, it's going to be 77 degrees. Our record is 80 degrees, so we're not going to quite get there, but it's going to be very warm and also very windy, with winds potentially gusting over 20 miles an hour. So you want to hold on to your hats tomorrow. And then by the time we hit Sunday, a couple of showers as a cold front moves through late in the day, a high of 71 with those winds staying gusty.
Thanks, Brady. That wraps up another week of news. Make sure to watch us again starting on Tuesday. And when you're sharing your Halloween pictures on social media this weekend, why not follow us on Twitter and Instagram too? Our handles and pages are on the right of your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend, Buckeyes.